Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and right now we're gonna go, that's pretty much what we do every day, look at a car that's stranded. So we'll go see if we can figure out what's going on. The customer thinks it's probably the battery, but I really don't listen to customers anymore because they always think it's the battery or something, and they're just guessing. So if somebody has an informed opinion, they'll usually explain why. Otherwise, I'll just go figure out what it is. So let me grab some test equipment, and we'll go see if we can figure this out. This person is a college student and they want us to do this job as cheap as possible. And thanks to people who donated, we were able to do this job a little bit cheaper than normal. So if you're interested in helping out future jobs like this for people who can't quite afford an expensive job, I like to do them a little bit cheaper sometimes, and you can donate at the links down in the description to help out. I wasn't expecting to be in a parking garage when we got down here, so I'm a little unprepared with flashlights. And I could see why they thought it was a battery. I too thought it was a battery at first, but you'll see we were pretty wrong about that.
Hola, amigo.
Okay. Okay. You can see throughout the whole video that I'm very careful about the door not touching the vehicles beside it. Interesting. I said interesting because I thought it was going to be a starter issue, but I didn't hear the starter clicking. I was able to set up that light, and here I'm going to go ahead and test that battery. So I got this battery tester hooked up. All right, so 12.959 volts, that looks pretty good. I'll do a test on it real quick. When I did the test, the battery looked like it wasn't giving out enough voltage, so I'm going to go ahead and see if the connection's messed up. But this person needs their car back ASAP to get to school and work. Okay. So it might be corrosion. If we got connection there, it looks like we got corrosion on the battery there, so that may be it. Man, I wish that were it. This video is sponsored by Lokithor Jump Box. I'm here to play a disc golf tournament this afternoon. And I think I'm gonna rely 100%. I seriously don't have another jump box in this truck. I'm gonna kill my battery while I'm playing like this, because it's going to be about a 3-hour round, and I'm 100% relying on this jump box to get my truck started for the ride home. Otherwise, somebody's going to have to come bring a different jump box. So I trust this jump box because it feels like it's good quality. Hopefully it doesn't let me down. All right, here we are a few hours later. The sun's already set and the battery's dead. That's the key there. Got the foot on the clutch. Let's see if we can jump this off. Here we are, and importantly, we have a light on this. That's always nice. Got a ton of mosquitoes out here. Nice emergency red flashing there. This jump box is like super geometric. It really fits with the name Lokithor, and I love the display on it. This is my favorite display on a jump box. This LCD screen with the color is awesome. All right, so this jump box won't arc. That's nice, it's ready to go. Let's hook it up here. All right, there you go, 15.6 volts, that's a ton. No problem. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. If this tool looks like something you're interested in, check out the top of the description and the pinned comment for a discount. Pick that up if you're interested. If not, back to the video. Good battery. I bet we just got a bad connection. So I'll go ahead and clean that up. El viaje y la hora nomás, y el starter no creo que está dañado, así que yeah. Dude, this is like a dope little parking spot to work in. Like a light right here. Let's just get a 10 millimeter. Okay, I just need my battery cleaner. Looks like we're gonna be doing another battery, so. Hopefully it's just this quick little easy fix. So here I'm gonna go ahead and take that battery off I'm taking these cables off so I can use my battery cleaner to clean up all the corrosion that's in there. And there was actually a good little bit of the blue corrosion built up. I was really hoping this would be the issue. It's really common out here, but I guess this time it wasn't the issue. But this job was just one thing after another. I couldn't quite figure out this battery issue, and then I was a little frustrated trying to figure out what to do next. And someone showed up, the person who parked right next to us, and was a little confrontational, and I got a little stressed about that, so I had to take a break. Luckily my friend got me a drink and we were able to calm down and get back at it, and we got it figured out. Here's what happened. You can't really scrape too much of that metal off. Just take off all the corrosion. Like that. And that will connect good, so. I made a short about this recently, and somebody said that you should use a wire brush because that scrapes off metal, but both scrape off the same amount of metal. Okay, let's see if that starts. If that key... Okay, cool, yeah, just see if it starts. Okay. Same thing? Okay, it wasn't that. I felt a little disappointed when I got it wrong in front of the customers. Test that again, then, they tried to start it right there and it didn't start, so I felt a little sad. And stuff. It should be clicking if it's the starter, so since it's not, I'm guessing it's the sensor for the key, like the security, or the relay, so I'll check both of those as well. Okay, so that connection looks better at least. All right, so I'm looking at the fuse here. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it off. It's got a little bit of that old junk on it. So this looks fine. I wanna make sure it's clean though, but this is just the signal to that starter. So I was wondering if it was this. That amount of dirt on there. I have seen one issue before with that much corrosion, so it may be that. Maybe I'll just replace the fuse and clean it up, put it in my own truck or something, not deal with it right now. So I don't have to worry about if I cleaned it good enough. I don't anticipate this is going to be the fix, but gotta check all the boxes. Let's try it out. Also, try to start it after everything, then you'll know which one was the issue. If you replace 5 things, or you work on test 5 different things, cleaning a little fuse and stuff like that, then you won't know which one fixed it. Okay. Right here, I'm laying underneath the dash, trying to get the relays out. It took a good minute, but I finally got them out. All right, so I've got switched them around, and you can see plugged in here. That didn't fix There's no codes anywhere, but if you look at the starter switch right there, I'm going to turn the key. All right, so we know that signal from the key isn't coming. I'm just going to test real quick before I leave whether or not this fuse is getting power here. I want to make sure that it's not just like a fuse issue. So here you can hear my friend say excuse me, and the person unlocked their car. Sorry, yeah. Hard to get cars down here. Yeah. So, yeah. She just came in there so fast and confrontational that I got stuck in between both doors with her. So I felt really confronted. Creo que no entendió lo que estamos haciendo. Estoy trabajando. Sí, sí, viste, porque la manera que dijo, después de, ok, tranquilas, la estamos acomodando. Oh, I think I got that on camera though. Here. Let me just test this fuse real quick. So this is like one of my favorite little power probes. It's just like a short little 3-foot lead, and it'll tell you not only, I have links for all my tools in the description. If you're on your ground or your positive, if you're looking at 48, 28, 12, or 6 volts or less than 6 volts, like just some sort of continuity. All right, so there we go, continuity on that fuse. Now let's see if we get any voltage with this because it shouldn't, if it's that sensor, that starter signal. The word I was trying to come up with here is ignition switch.
Yeah, nothing. Okay. There you go, no signal.
That confirmed to me that we needed to replace the starter switch.
All right.
So I was able to pick one up at AutoZone. I drove over there real fast and I came back. My kids actually ended up finding me while I was at work down here in this parking garage across town. So they came and said hi, and they got ice cream across the street, and that made me super happy. So here we are. Just whatever that sound is. Back of the car. Here's the car of that human being who was not very nice to us. I've got this actually nice little setup here. Luckily, like, what are the chances? There's a parking light right above the car, and there's a moonroof, so sunroof. So I open that on the inside, and I also put a flashlight up there since I'm going to be working on the calling column over there. And there's the new key and switch there. There's just a bucket of tools that I'll probably end up moving right here. I just got over here to figure out what all exactly was going on first, and I'll probably pop the hood because that just makes it look more legit, if anything. So just not really worried about anything other than being in somebody's spot, but if they show up, I'll just move. And man, it looks like there's no other car there on the camera. That's weird because there is. So I got this part put in really fast, and I actually didn't even get it on video because once I got started, there was some grease hiding underneath the steering column, and it got all over my hand, so I didn't want to touch my camera. I switched out that switch. I had to take apart the steering column. There you go. That's a job well done. It went awesome. We saved them some money thanks to donations. They were super happy. It was great all around, and this was a job well done.